Chad, another 2 big points last Saturday, this time against Aberdeen. That makes us 6 v 6. You and Lynch, you must be happy with that so far?
Yeah, the start of the season we spoke about how we had a bit of a difficult run of games coming up, and I think the boys have done really well so far. 6 wins for 6 against some pretty hard teams, so yeah, hopefully we can keep that going.
And I kind of felt the game on Saturday there, it had a wee bit of feel the week before. It was obviously goalless first period, and then we seemed to come out with that wee bit of jump in the second and done enough to win the game.
Yeah, the league's a lot better. There's not as many runaway scores, obviously, apart from 1 or 2 this season, but a lot of the teams are having close games. So I think it's coming down to who can capitalise on the special teams this season and who's putting away the chances more. We've been solid at the back, the D this season, and obviously Ben's been a big help as well.
And that's what I was just going to mention that. Defensively, the last 2 games obviously only lost 1 goal, but that must be a big plus point for you and Lynchy, how defensively and solid you have been this season.
Yeah, we gave away a lot of goals last season, and I think that was one of the things that killed us. We would dominate large spells of possession in the game, and then maybe concede, and it would their heads would drop. So it's been a big help, kind of holding it to 0-0, like you say in the first period. Getting our flow going and scoring some goals in the second period. It's not great for the fine kitty, conceding that many goals, but no, it's good.
And as you mentioned there, just earlier on there as well, Ben in net, he's huge for us this season, and I've mentioned it before with interviews with Lynchy and that he's got to give us a chance every night, isn't it, as he showed on Saturday with that shout.
Yeah, Ben's a great goalie. We brought him in knowing what he would bring for the team. And also, having Titch there as well. We've got 2 great goalies. They both, when asked, will perform. So, it's good to have both of them in the team.
And depth's a thing that, we probably lacked last season. But, this year we seem to be a lot stronger going through the lines. Do you feel that's, a big help?
Yeah, I think last season it wasn't hard to tell that we were pretty one-dimensional. I think this season so far we've had 3 really good lines, which helps. All 3 lines have been going, all the D have been going, the goalies have been playing great. So I think it brings more to us as a team, knowing that doesn't matter who's on the ice, everyone can put the puck in the net and be strong at the back as well.
So we're sitting top of the league, but we know there's a long way to go. But that must build confidence, and the boys must be kind of feeling good about themselves just now.
Yeah, it's like you say, there's a lot of hockey left, but it's good to get a good start and kind of get that culture of winning nice and early. Don't want to get used to getting any losses, so hopefully it can continue this weekend with a massive 4 points.
So just mention this weekend, obviously, big double header against the current league champions, the Dundee Rockets. It's set to be 2 brilliant games, isn't it?
Yeah, Dundee are a really good team. Again, they've got a lot of depth. We had some great games last season with them, and we're expecting much the same. But it'll be good to kind of test ourselves against the league champs this weekend. Especially with a home game first. We've been great at home, and then hopefully take that into the Sunday and get 4 points.
And as a team, is it just be solid defensively first and foremost? Is that what you'll be saying to the boys before the game?
Yeah, we've had success so far. Starting with strong defensive, and the goals come. We've got a lot of talent in the team. There's boys who can score. We don't have any doubts about scoring. It's just playing strong defensively, and the goals will come.
So the last 2 weeks, especially the rink, it's been very busy. I think well over 1,500 each week. I'm sure you'll be hoping the Caps fans come out in their numbers again, because we'll be needing them this weekend, won't we, even up in Dundee?
Yeah, it's been 2 great attendances the last 2 weekends, and we do notice that. It's like the 6th man on the ice. It's big help for us, and especially on the road as well. Hopefully kind of block out some of their fans.
And you personally, you hit the net on Saturday night there as well, and you followed it up with that trademark bow and arrow that the fans are really taking to it. I think they'll be hoping to see that a lot more through the season.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of stuck since maybe a year or 2 ago. But like I say, like the goals, I don't get. There's everyone that can score goals. Winning the game's the most important part. So as long as we keep winning, it doesn't matter who scores the goals.
Right. All of the best for the weekend, Chad.
Cheers,
and I know you and Lynch and the boys will be giving it your all to get the 4 points.
Cheers.
Philly, we're sitting top of the league after 6 games. It's been a good start for you and the boys.
100%, yeah, we're rolling nicely. The guys are all switched on to what we're trying to do this year, and I think, like I said before, it tides over from the experiences that we've had, finishing second, horrible playoff result last year as well, so nobody wants to go through that again, so everybody's kind of pulling together, listening to the coaches and really trying to leave it all out there.
So, obviously there's still a lot of hockey to be played, although we're top of the league at 6 games in, but it's very early on in the season and the games are just getting bigger and bigger, and this weekend, Dundee home and away, didn't get much bigger than that, did they?
No, that's it, especially after last year. There was a bit of to and fro with the points and whatnot, and very close games, so I think it's going to be like that again. I think the top half of the table will be like that. You know, there's certain teams that come here and they play their best hockey and then they disappear for the rest of the year, but the Rockets are not a team like that. They'll play their best hockey every game because it doesn't matter who they're playing against, they want to win as well.
So last Saturday we faced Aberdeen Lynx, a team it's been very close with them through the last couple of years, and there's never much between the teams. But we've played each other, I don't know how many times, but it just doesn't seem to be much difference in these games, is there?
No, and to be fair, it's strange because I feel like at the weekend there we controlled the majority of the game. I don't think really that they were a threat, not like they have been in the past. But yeah, we were on top, we were on the ball, we knew what we were doing, nobody kind of panicked when we didn't score in the first period and whatnot. We knew that hockey's a 3-period game, so lots of time to do things, and then obviously we scored the second one, and we were cruising.
So one, I think very encouraging sign the last few weeks, especially defensively this year, we seem to have stepped up. Is this a big thing that Lynchy and Chad have been stressing this season defensively? We've got to be solid.
100%, yeah. I think having 3 solid lines as well and not mixing it about as much and having consistency with guys turning up. Everybody's getting the message that the guys are trying, Lynchy and Chad are trying to say at training. My line in particular, we're going out, we're trying to shut teams down, we're not trying to score. If we chip in a goal here or there, absolutely brilliant, but we've got 2 other lines that can put the puck in the net for fun. So everybody's kind of switched on to that, and we're trying to make it work, and it's working so far.
And going into this weekend, obviously we know how good Dundee are, they're the current league champions.
Yep.
What do we need to do to be successful this weekend?
Just keep doing what we're doing. Don't deviate from what we've been practicing. Don't deviate from what we've been doing in games. Like we played a big game against Whitley, controlled that game, controlled the Aberdeen game. As much as we made it difficult for ourselves against the Kestrels, where they didn't really have any business being anywhere near us in terms of scores. So we just need to make sure that everybody's on the same page and we work hard. If we work hard, the skill will take care of itself.
In the league this season again, it's showing just how strong it is. You've seen the result there, I think Saturday night, about Whitley lost to Solway.
Yeah.
It just shows you that any given night, any team can beat anybody on their game.
Yeah, you can't take a night off. It's not one of these leagues where you're thinking, right, okay, I'm going somewhere and I'm playing this team, we can afford to mess about the night before or not take the preparation as serious. Everybody needs to be on the ball regardless of who we're playing, because the league is that tight. There's certain situations where it might come down to goal difference. That could be a big factor. There's lots of different things that winning a league people don't take into consideration, so we need to be switched on right from the start in every game.
And Philly, you're back for your second year.
Yep.
I presume, through the summer, was it just a matter of that phone call and you were back on board?
Yeah, 100%. I wanted to come back right away. I said that. I actually spoke to, there was a couple of fans in the hotel after the playoffs, and they asked what I was doing next year, and this is obviously it's early, but they had said that they wanted me to come back, and I wanted to be back. It's a great atmosphere, great setup, and a great set of guys.
And one thing I've noticed as well, being around you all, and obviously it's shown on the ice as well, but the new boys that have came in this season, be it Ben, Sean Stewart, Connor Kyle, even the young boys that have stepped up as well, everybody's bought into it and everybody's contributing. 100%.
There's a different feel to the room this year than there has been maybe in the past, and everybody's slotting in. Like the young guys, they're coming to training, they're working hard, they're trying to throw their body around, they're doing the right things, they're listening. Sean, you know what he's like. He's a very, very good defenseman. He's given us a boost defensively as well. Not to say that other guys aren't, they're playing all fantastic. And then obviously you've got the guys that have come in, Kyle Howie, great skater, hard worker, Connor as well, you know exactly, you see what they do on the ice. You get that week in, week out, and they do that training as well. And everybody's having fun, and I think that's probably one of the most important things, is to try and keep it fun.
And as well, I've said this in interviews previous as well, Ben's got to give us a chance to win, you know, every time he's in net, and he's one of the goalies.
Different gravy. He makes saves that he's got no business making, and he's solid. So you know that if we make a mistake defensively or turn the puck over, that we've got someone that we can rely on to bail us out. You know, and then obviously we have to bail him out by scoring goals at the other end.
You know, and just finally, Philly, you know, we always say this, but you know, the last few weeks the crowd's been unbelievable again. I think 17, 1800 both weeks. You'll be hoping for you and the boys will be hoping for another massive crowd this weekend.
Yeah, I think it'll be even busier. You know, big games draw big crowds, and Dundee's not that far away, so hopefully they bring some fans through as well. And yeah, we appreciate it. We love the fans, even the ones that are calling us prats when we turn the puck over, and that it is what it is. It's just, like I said, the atmosphere's unreal. It's a professional hockey atmosphere in the SNL, and that's why the guys love coming here. The guys love playing for it. So.
No bother, Philip. Well, cheers for talking, and
Thank you very
all the
much.
best this weekend.
Cheers, mate.